I've rung Archie Brooks. He's coming up this dinner time.
So you're going to offer him the work?
Yep. Who could resist your persuasive argument for taking him on?
Don't you think you should have asked Joe first?
Well, it's only casual labour, and he knows Archie.
Well, even so, Jack, you asked Zoe to vet for us without asking him. Now this. I know what'll happen. He'll object just to be awkward because you haven't talked to him about it.
It's no big deal, Sarah. Anyway, I've asked him.
Well, I still think you should tell Joe you're talking to Archie. Otherwise, they'll probably sack him or something next week just to prove he's got as much authority as you have. Then we'll all be back to square one, won't we?
Oh, you should have seen Sam's little face when I dropped him at the school gate. He really wanted to see the shoot.
Well, I'm sure he could have watched from a safe distance.
Well, it's not worth missing school for a shoot.
Besides, this is a business shoot. It's more about us making contacts and a jolly day out. Anyway, I don't think it's suitable entertainment for a child.
I thought you were one round to shooting.
I accept it. At least it's not wholly destructive, like your precious hunt.
It's exactly the same thing.
Of course it isn't.
Yes, it
Look,
is.
I am going to go to work. I've heard this argument too many times. I hope that it'll ever get resolved.
All right, love.
Have a good day.
Bye, darling. Bye.
Right. I better go and be sociable. I'll see you later.
OK.
He seems in good form.
Yes, he's been looking forward to today for some time. He likes to keep busy.
Oh, I'm really glad for you, Kim.
What about you? You seem a lot cheerier.
Oh, do I?
Yes, it's nice to see. You seem rather down the last few days.
Oh, it's nothing really. That scene with Charlie, it upset me more than I realised.
You are still sure, though?
Oh, yes. I've made my decision.
Good. Because he rang this morning while you were taking Sam to school.
Beaters know where they're starting, do they?
Yes, Mr. Turner.
Got the flankers organised?
Yes, Mr. Turner.
Gun stands marked out?
Yes, Mr. Turner.
Got the straws?
No, Mr. Turner.
Oh, really, Seth? The guns will be here in a moment. We need those straws to sort out their positions.
Yes, Mr. Turner.
Well, where are they?
You've got them, Mr. Turner. I gave them to you this morning.
Yes. Yes, of course. Now, the loaders, they know what they're doing, do they?
The loaders know what they're doing, Mr. Turner. The beaters know what they're doing, Mr. Turner. And I know what I'm doing, Mr. Turner.
Seth, I cannot impress on you enough how important this shoot is. Frank Tate doesn't want anything to go wrong. And if anything does, I shall hold you personally responsible. Do you understand?
Yes, Mr. Turner.
Good. Just as long as you know.
But it's Frank Tate and his mates you should be worrying about. Do they know what they're doing?
We can but hope, Seth. We can but hope.
I can't say as I'm not shocked, Mr. Wilkes, to think you could even consider abandoning Woolpack after all these years.
Oh, that's a bit rich. You're the one who started all this talk about retiring.
You should have consulted me as to your wishes, Mr. Wilkes.
No, Amos. You should have told me what you were planning. You went looking at retirement cottages without consultation, without apparently a moment's thought about how I might feel. I don't even know whether you're serious or just sulking after your accident.
Oh, do not sulk, Mr. Wilkes. And if you're referring to your callous action in abandoning me in cellar, I've every right to be upset.
Ah, well, I don't deny that. But if you are serious, we've got to discuss it properly. My only concern is for the Woolpack. Haven't you got out to say?
What do you expect me to say?
Well, why don't you start by telling me exactly what your plans are?
That one over there. I'll take your safety cap, Phil.
John Bell. Alan's the captain of our shoot. Jim.
How do?
Well, we're taking a good day for it, is it?
No, too good.
You all seem keen and eager.
Not too eager, I hope.
And everything ready to go.
Yes, everything's under control.
This is a big day for us, Alan. Some of my most important customers. I'm sure there's no need to emphasize the need to ensure that everything goes smoothly.
We do know what we're doing, Frank.
I do hope so, Alan.
Right, let's get going. Looks like these people are ready for some action. They're all in good time, Christopher. There's no point in hurrying. Well, just take everything calmly, make sure everybody knows what they're doing.
These people are important to us. This is all about impressing them.
Yes, well, Christopher, you worry about impressing your customers, and I will worry about making sure this shoot goes through successfully and safely.
Home Farm? Hang on a second, please. Dolly?
Who is it?
Charlie Aindow.
Oh, again?
You don't have to speak to him. I can put him off.
Would you mind?
Oh, sure. Hello? I'm sorry, Dolly's had to pop out again, I'm afraid.
I wish you'd had the courtesy to talk to me, Amos. It's a big decision for both of us.
Oh, well, I might have been a bit precipitate, Mr. Wilkes. I might have a hasty, but I have made up my mind.
Oh, so you really mean it?
I do.
But why? You were so anxious to get back into harness after your stroke, I could hardly keep you out of the bar.
No, I know. I thought that's what I wanted. I was desperate to get back into the bar. But, well, somehow it doesn't seem the same anymore. And when I finally told you I were retiring, well, maybe I were getting at you, paying you back for locking me in the cellar, but as soon as I said it, I realised that's what I wanted to do.
And you still think that?
Why, I do. I feel relieved. I need to take my ease, sit in my own garden, grow a few roses.
Look, Amos, old friend, I do understand. It's been hard for you this last year. I don't want to stop you retiring. But I need to know what you propose for the Woolpack.
I assumed you'd carry on running it.
Oh, you seem to have forgotten that I retired here 18 years ago. Now, neither of us is getting any younger, and frankly, I don't want to run this place on my own.
Oh.
Besides, there's the financial aspect. Now, if you want to buy a cottage, you'll need some money. And correct me if I'm wrong, you'll expect me to buy you out.
Well, aye.
Well, there you are. Where am I supposed to magic that kind of money from, eh?
I don't know.
Precisely. So, you see, we need to talk it through properly.
I can see I've been a fool, Mr. Wilkes.
Well, maybe you've been a bit too eager. And a bit selfish, if you don't mind me saying so.
Oh, maybe I have.
So, if you are serious, we need to put us thinking caps on and come up with a solution that means we can both get what we want.
Good heavens, is that the time? We've a delivery this morning, the nose.
Right, lads, let's be off. Only hope they know which end of gun is which.
Some of them look a bit too green for my liking.
Gentlemen, well, we're hoping for 7 drives today. Well, maybe 6 if the weather clamps down on us. But may I just remind you, I'm sure you're all aware, that there is to be no ground game shooting. Now, for those of you who haven't been on a shoot before, that means no blow shots at rabbits and the like. So as long as we all obey the rules, I'm sure we've got a very pleasant day ahead of us. Now, if you would like to draw straws for your positions, we can get underway. Mr. Simpson?
All right.
He's obviously not going to give up, is he?
Don't worry about it. If you're never in when he calls, he'll soon get the message.
But you can't keep answering the phone just in case it's Charlie.
Dolly, I don't mind, really.
Well, what if he phones when you're not in?
Well, just pretend you're me. Come on, Dolly, don't worry. You have done the right thing. And I'll keep reminding you till you look convinced.
Right, off we go.
seem to have it well set up, Alan. I'm impressed.
How are the cows? It's not as bad as it was. Best thing we can do is keep them clean and out of the wet.
Jack, I want to say I'm grateful. The way you and Sarah have kept this place going the past few months, well, you've been a tower of strength. I'm sorry it looked as if I was taking you for granted.
Thanks, Joe. I know you've had a lot on your mind, but with this mastitis, it seems like the last straw. Yeah. I'm sorry as well.
I must say, though, I was a little put out when you engaged Zoe Tate to vet for us.
Yeah, well, I can't go back on it now. I've asked her and she's accepted.
Fine. Let's just hope she knows what she's doing.
Well, I've got every faith in her. She knows what she's doing, all right.
That remains to be seen in my book.
Of course, all this business has highlighted the fact that we're badly understaffed.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, Sarah's had an idea.
Oh?
We need an extra pair of hands around here, and we can afford it now that Kathy's no longer on the payroll, or Kate.
Fine. Who are you suggesting?
Archie Brooks.
Archie Brooks? You've got to be kidding.
Look, just to do the maintenance work that's necessary, welding, that sort of thing.
But he's a layabout.
Look, he's not that bad, and he's got one big advantage. He's available.
Yeah, because nobody wants him.
Oh, come on, Joe, he can't do any harm, and he might turn out better than you think, and we do need someone.
All right, all right. Let's give him a try.
Right. I'll ask him up this dinner time, shall I?
Fine.
He hasn't had much experience, that chap, has he?
Who?
Peter. He's shooting far too low. Who'd you say he was, again?
Son of Simpson, one of our major customers. And their contracts are worth an awful lot to us. They bring 4 awards for industry last year. One presented by the Prime Minister, no less.
Oh, really? Frank, we can't have this. I shall have to give him a warning before we go on to the next drive.
Home Farm? Oh, hello, Charlie. Oh, I see. Well, thanks for the apology. Oh, I don't think that's a very good idea. No. No, I don't want to see you there either. Look, Charlie, I think it's best if... Well... Yes, all right. The wool pack at 7. Yes, look, I really do have to go now, OK? Bye. Yes, I will be there. Although heaven knows why.
Mr. Simpson, I did say at the start, no ground game shooting. Now, consider this a warning. If it happens again, I shall have no alternative but to ask you to leave. Is that clear?
Come on, it was only a rabbit.
Chris! Alan's in charge.
I'm sorry.
There are reasons, you know. That rabbit was in direct line with my beaters.
What's going on, Mr. Turner? My beaters were right in line of fire.
It's all right, Seth. It's all been taken care of.
Who did it? He should be sent off.
He's been given a warning, Seth. Now, calm down.
Seems like a lot of fuss over a stupid rabbit.
Yeah.
That's about it, really. Maintenance, bit of all sorts. How do you fancy it?
So it's just like odd job here and there?
Yeah.
No farming?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, definitely, Archie. No farming.
Wait till I get started. You won't know you managed me, aren't we?
We'll see about that.
Well, are we in business then, Archie?
Yeah, looks like it. It's great, isn't it? When can I start, Jack?
As soon as you like. No time like the present.
Oh, nice one. Hey, you know, weren't you working at Woolpack?
What?
Whether Amos is retiring or not.
Is he really? Amos, retire, get away.
Don't ask me. I only work there.
The gratitude is overwhelming.
You're quiet today?
Aye, it'll be with that shoot up at Tate's.
Oh, there. All right for summers?
You see, there's Frank Tate up there pinching your custom, and here's you making a collection for him.
Aye, well, I know how to show my gratitude, even if other folk don't.
Aye, Amos, don't start.
Start what?
You know very well what I mean. After our little chat this morning, I don't want us at each other's throats again.
I weren't at your throat.
No, but I could see you were eyeing it up.
Guns down!
Guns down!
Guns down! Guns down! Are you all right, man?
It's general maintenance work, really. A bit of wall repairing, welding, you know, that kind of thing. Should be great.
Must be desperate to be giving you a job.
What are you talking about? I'm a very handy man. And I'm an hard worker when somebody gives me a chance.
I believe that when I see it.
Hi.
I'll drink to celebrate. I've got that job at Emmerdale, didn't I?
Oh, it's wonderful. So you're the new odd job man and I'm the new vet.
We've got to go for a meal to celebrate.
Good idea.
My treat, you'll have to pay for it this time because I haven't got any money at the moment.
That gormless idiot's lucky. And you're lucky and all. I said he were dangerous. I said he weren't safe. You should have sent him off when I told you.
I shall have to insist that you stop shooting.
Well, he's all right, isn't he?
That's not the point. You're a dangerous shooter.
Look, this has never happened before. Frank,
Quite apart from that, you ruined the drive for everybody else.
you can't even be sure it was me that fired that shot.
Mr. Turner's right, Monty. You better take a break.
Right. Well, I expect my father will hear about this.
Come on, Peter. No need to take that attitude.
He needs lessons.
That's enough, sir.
You don't know that it was Peter that fired that
We've
shot?
a pretty good idea. You're right, Monty.
I think so.
I'm sorry, Frank. We can't have that.
No, Alan, you're quite right. We can't have that.
Hi, Sarah. Has Charlie Emmerdale been in yet?
I haven't seen him. You look a bit worried. You all right?
Oh, yes, I'm fine.
You look a bit tired, though. My back feels as if it's about to fall apart.
I'm not surprised. Working all day on the farm and then coming down here.
I can't see it going on much longer.
Oh, listen. Is it true, all these tales about Amos retiring?
I get the impression he's thinking about it, but I don't know if I'm supposed to know anything.
What will you do if he does? Work at the farm or here?
Well, the farm, I suppose. I always swore I wouldn't. It's what I'm doing now, more or less.
Oh, I bet you're enjoying it, though.
Actually, I'm enjoying it rather a lot.
So you're all set to be a full-time farmer?
Maybe. As long as I don't just end up being sort of an appendage to Jack up on the farm.
Oh, I don't think there's much danger of that. I think everyone's well aware you've a mind of your own.
Ah, where did you get to? You missed a couple of good drives.
Well, one of us had to be diplomatic.
Quite a successful day, by and large. I must say, I thought Alan Turner did very well.
I'm glad you think so.
Most of them seem to enjoy it. A couple of encouraging noises about investment and development.
Well, that's just as well, because we've probably lost the Simpsons contract.
Oh, I doubt it.
Oh, you doubt it, do you? You doubt
Peter was absolutely furious.
His father and I go back a long way. If he still wants to do business with us, he will. No matter what his hot-headed son may threaten.
Well, I'm glad that you're so hopeful. Seems to me like you've jeopardized it all, but then you always know best, don't you?
If you think I'm going to stand by and watch someone almost blast someone else's head off just because of a business deal, then you're a fool. I thought you knew better. But obviously you've still got a lot to learn.
So this lad walked off, did he?
Yes. And understandably, he felt a bit shown up, but as I pointed out to Frank, one just can't have that sort of shooting. I mean, business deals are no business deals. So he took it very well. He backed me up all the way.
Then I'm sure you'd like to make a contribution, Mr. Turner.
Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed.
Hey up, hey up. Trouble?
Can I get you another drink, darling?
I'm all right. I'm just waiting for someone.
Why don't you make yourself scarce, Eric? Go crawl around someone else. Excuse me, darling. You came then?
Yes, I said I would.
I'm surprised she's bothering with him again after last week's performance.
Yeah. You can be a very intimidating fella, can Charlie? Especially with women. Can't understand why she took up with him in the first place, personally.
I still want to see you.
Look, we knew from the start this could only be a casual thing.
Not for me. I never said anything about it being casual.
You're married, for goodness sake.
It's irrelevant. It's been irrelevant for years.
It might be irrelevant to you, Charlie, but it doesn't change anything as far as I'm concerned.
I want you. You're not going to just dump me.
I don't want to get into a slanging match again. If that's what you're after, well, you're wasting your time.
Dolly!
Charlie, I don't want to see you again. And I'd appreciate it if you didn't ring me at home farm.
Sit down.
Steady on, Charlie.
Who the hell do you think you're talking to?
Let Dolly go.
Pollard, why don't you mind your own business?
Dolly wants to go. Leave her alone.
This is between her and me.
No, then, we don't want any trouble.
Dolly?
I just want to leave. Look, there's nothing else to say, Charlie.
This isn't finished. I haven't had my say.
Henry, hand me the phone. Now, either you leave, or I phone your wife.
Put it down, Eric. You haven't got the nerve.
You better leave, Charlie, before it's too late.
I've warned you before, Eric. Interfere in my affairs and I'll make sure you regret it.
The phone's ringing, Charlie. Ah, good evening. Charlie?
Damn you, Pollard.
Sorry. Wrong number.